Developing right now, activists come together to call for the firing of Houston Police Chief Art Acevedo.
Tonight, those activists say the chief is leading a department that lacks accountability and transparency.
They say there have been too many deadly officer-involved shootings, and that has them concerned.
Mario Diaz is live in Southeast Houston with the other demands they're making. And Mario, we understand you also got a response from the chief.
Yeah, Lauren, in the last 2 hours, the chief did send us a lengthy statement, and in it, he says that he has been holding officers accountable since he first arrived here in Houston, referencing more than 160 members of the department that have been removed. But at the same time, this afternoon's news conference was not about holding officers accountable. It was more about one thing specific, and that is Chief Acevedo and his future as the head of the department.
Those narcotics officers committed a double homicide, a cold-blooded murder at this address.
The address, a familiar one, 7815 Harding Street, site of a deadly botched HPD raid from January of 2019, a night that still lacks full transparency for many.
They don't want to release the ballistics reports because if they do, you're going to find out they started shooting before they went in the building.
Voices came together here this afternoon calling for change. Bottom line for these speakers, HPD Chief Art Acevedo needs to go. But that's not all.
We want a federal monitor to be placed over HPD, and we want a federal task force to come in and investigate the narcotics division of the Houston Police Department.
A month ago, the chief was everywhere on television talking about the challenges with policing nationwide. But since last week's criminal charges filed against former HPD officers for their alleged actions while serving under Chief Acevedo, as well as a blistering internal audit of the narcotics division, there have been no interviews, no news conferences. The chief has been silent. As for Mayor Sylvester Turner's position,
I have 100% confidence in him, and I think most Houstonians in this city do as well.
Quanell X questions the mayor for his stance.
If your chief, under his watch, Mayor Turner, says to you that I discovered my officers were selling dope, stealing money, and killing citizens in cold blood and covering it up under my watch, Mr. Mayor, I say to you, Mayor Turner, how in the hell are you in your right mind to say you support that man 100%?
It was a fiery news conference here this afternoon. Coming up in an hour, we'll have more from it, and you'll hear more from Mayor Sylvester Turner. Live along Harding Street, Mario Diaz, KPRC, Channel 2 News.